As soon as the Lexus brand made its debut at the United States International Auto Show in Detroit 29 years back, the LS sedan has been the division's flagship. However, the luxury portion, similar to the remaining automobile market, more and more is turning from sedans and against crossovers. So Lexus is examining the waters for what it dubs a fresh flagship luxury crossover with the debut of the LF1 Endless concept at this year's Detroit Auto Show. What does a range-topping Lexus crossover look like? A lot like an Infiniti QX70, as it turns out. The proportions certainly reflection those of the crossover at first known as the FX, probably because, like the Infiniti, the Lexus runs on the rear drive architecture, which allows for an extended hood, a generous dash-to-axle proportion, and short entrance overhang. As the company mentions the concept's rear drive root base, for the engine, evidently that's where in fact the word Limitless will come in. Lexus shrugs and affirms it could have gas cell, hybrid, plug-in hybrid, gas, or even all-electric power. Size-wise, the LF1 is considerably larger than the now discontinued mid-size Infiniti, 3.5 inches longer in wheelbase, 6.1 inches longer overall, more than 2 inches wider, and nearly 2 inches lower. The concept's flanks are clean, with surfacing that is less occupied than we've seen on production Lexus models lately. Up front, however, the spindle grille is taken to an even greater extreme. The centrally mounted Lexus logo appears to be exerting gravitational pull on all the fascia elements surrounding it, developing a cartoonish, painful-looking grimace. One can only hope it will be toned down for production. The other outside oddity is the rear spoiler, which has a big space in the guts. Among, the liftgate cup appears to summary onto the roofing. More conventionally, for an idea at least, the LF1 also features flush door holders which reveal a Lexus logo design when they pop out and rides on 22-inch wheels. The LF1 is simply a lot much longer than the new 3-row Lexus RX 350L, but they have only 4 seats inside. All chairs will be the same high-backed, white leather upholstered buckets. Before the drivers there's a central device display screen flanked by 2 side view camera shows. Physical control keys and knobs are generally banished normally, with the automobile instead giving an answer to gesture handles and a touch-sensitive haptic panel on the goods gaming console. Rear seat riders have displays built into leading seat backs and their own haptic panel. Dark brown leather, metallic accents, and real wood dress up the interior. The real wood door trim has tiny holes illuminated by LEDs in different colors. Autonomous driving ability, here called chauffeur mode, is of course included. Human being pilots can control vehicle speed with paddles alongside the steering wheel, and shifting is via buttons on the wheel hub. For now, Lexus isn't saying whether a production version of the LF1 would replace the LS, be sold alongside it, or sit above it in the lineup. Should the LF1 reach showrooms, we'd say the introduction of a crossover flagship would mark the third biggest event in the brand's history, after the debuts of the RX, the longtime top seller, and the original LS400, all three which were first seen at the Detroit Car Show.